What's up, everybody? It's your boy Wes Grant. You're watching Suburban Nerd. This is the channel where I give my nerd views on today's nerd news. Oh, today's news is gonna be a lot of stuff. We're gonna be talking about that weekend box office because after the first day that I come back with the video, even though it probably would have been yesterday, but yesterday was Veterans Day, and we're gonna be talking about the sad news with Stan Lee. Comments out of John Wick 3 and Venom somehow passed Justice League. So first thing we want to really talk about is Stan Lee. Now, if you guys don't know, well, probably the world all knows, Stan Lee died on Monday around, I believe it was 8 something in the morning. He was at the Cedar Samia Medical Center, and he died most likely from pneumonia. And I was saying pneumonia because he'd been battling a bunch of sickness and illnesses earlier this year, and throughout the year he's been going in and out of the hospitals, but he's still been putting on that Stan Lee face and still saying Excelsior to his fans. But yeah, finally he succumbed to all the things. And if I made a couple memes with him, and one of them was you know what, don't be sad about my death, celebrate my life. And that's what it is. This man lived a long life. He died at the age of 95 years old. 95 years old. I hope I can live that long. The only other one left is Betty White up there with his age. But yeah, so he passed away, and he lived a long life. He was born on December 28th, 1922, and he started he started making his mark when he's about 38. So I'm about close to range that age or whatever. I still got a couple years before then. But yeah, he started that because he made the Fantastic Four with I believe it was Jack Kirby at that age, and he got the go ahead with his wife because he was ready to just give it up. He was ready to stop and be but the wife was like, yo, you got this idea. I know it's out there, but you know what? You have nothing to lose since you're gonna give up. Just try this last one before you're gone. And that's what happened. He did it, and it took off. Fantastic Four blew up, and then he made Spiderman with Steve Ditko. That blew up, and Marvel just became this empire. And it did have its tough moments, because that's why they sold off some of the rights here and there. But throughout it all, Stan Lee was still the man. He created all these characters, and he changed the game, because during the Silver Age, you had all these superheroes who were gods. You have Flash, you got Superman, you've got Wonder Woman, and these were just, or even Bruce Wayne, there was people that were so much higher above every regular person. There was no common man, and that's what Stan Lee did. He took these superheroes and made them relatable. He made them like the everyday man. He made them have issues. They had flaws. They had neurosis. They weren't perfect people, and they had to deal with other things. His universe that he created, he dealt into issues of racism, of persecution. In fact, if you guys don't know, I let people know before, the Black Panther was the comic before Black Panthers became Black Panthers. They were inspired by a Black Panther, and at some point they were going to try and stop, and they stopped calling him Black Panther, but they couldn't keep doing that because it was just weird, so they went back to just calling him Black Panther. But yeah, the Black Panthers got their name from Black Panther, the comic. And Stan Lee he was just one of those innovators. He always believed in pushing the envelope. He always believed in innovation and bringing people forward, as far as females' rights, blacks, everything. And then, if you guys don't know, there's I believe it's hip-hop variants, where they actually have Marvel characters that are drawn in the cover of some 1990s hip-hop albums, with the 50 Cents, with the Get Rich or Die Trying with the bullet, and I believe that's with Iron Man. I believe it's Iron Man. I could be wrong, but yeah, so check that out. Look up Marvel hip hop variants, and you'll be amazed at the things that they come up with. But like I said, I thought I would be sad, but looking at his life, you can't be sad. This guy, I got to see him in person at the first Comic-Con in New York City, and this guy just was he radiated so much happiness. He might have had his flaws, because I'm hoping to see a bio made with this, because Stan Lee wasn't a perfect person, but he sure as hell was a type of person that always tried to, push people forward, And that's one thing I'm going to leave, or that's the major thing that he's going to leave this world with, is the fact that he left an icon. He left as a legend. He made his mark on the world. And people, or creators like myself, or anybody that creates, comic characters, whatever, could only hope to aspire to be as close to that. Someone like, I hope one day to create a universe sort of like Marvel that will, bring happiness, to bring people when they're down. Because a lot of these comics, when people are down, they look towards comics to get away from the real world, and that's how they, keep going. And like I want to say, it's just R.I.P., Stan Lee, because he was a chief and editor, he's creator, he did so much for Marvel. And people think that he created Marvel. He didn't create Marvel. He just helped Marvel become the empire it was. And those cameos, he did cameos in pretty much everything. And my favorite cameo isn't even a Marvel cameo. He had a cameo, a cartoon version though, in Teen Titans Go. And he even made a cameo in a DC Teen Titans Go. And like, you gotta love him for that. Like, his voice, whatever, like, just so much fun. And I smile when I think about Stan Lee, I'm gonna miss him, but he definitely left some happiness in all of our hearts. So that's pretty much, I think, I wanted to say about Stan Lee, and just leave it at that. And if anything, I'll maybe just chop this off and then leave this in a video on its own, but that's it. And we're gonna go in to the weekend box office. So, weekend box office, it was a big race. It was a big race between a lot of different movies, because anything could have gone. Like, it could have gone either way. But most likely people figured that the Dr. Seuss, The Grinch That Stole Christmas, was going to be in number one, and that's what it is. It was in number one. It made $67.5 million domestically. Worldwide, it made about like $91 million or whatever. But yes, domestically, it made a lot of money. I didn't expect it to make 67. I was expecting maybe like 50, maybe like 40, 50. It was a good number, but 67 is damn good for a Dr. Seuss movie, because, people thought that the Nutcracker was going to make some money, like, on the first weekend, and it did not. It definitely did not. But but Dr. Seuss, I saw it. I didn't do a review because it's a little late. I'm not sure if anyone went to see a review of this movie that I've seen. I just saw it actually yesterday. It ain't even like I saw it when it first came out. I saw it yesterday, so I'm a little late behind. But hey, like I said, it was a pretty decent movie. I'm not gonna say like it wasn't bad at all. If I had to give it a grade, I would probably give it like it was a B minus, because it had all the tropes. It was common. Like, they had really cute characters, but the Grinch wasn't so much the Grinch that we're used to. He had more of a heart. They showed him more of a heart throughout the movie. He wasn't just like this evil person like they portrayed him in other Grinches. This one, you saw that he cared about the dog, the moose, whatever, or the deer. He let him go with his family. So I don't know. Like, it was a little iffy, but hey, and it was a little long too. But hey, it was okay movie. B minus, I'd give it, because like I said, I still enjoyed myself. Alright, next you've got Bohemian Rhapsody. Always Radio Gaga, Radio Gaga, Radio Gaga. Yeah, that made another $31.2 million, bringing the worldwide total to $290 million. Damn, this movie made a crap load of money on a $52 million budget. And it only dropped, what was it, 38%? 38% is what it dropped. So, damn, so 38.9% is what it dropped from last week. So, Bohemian Rhapsody is making that money. If you guys want to check out my review for that, check out right there and see what you think. Next, we've got Overlord. Overlord, which I saw, and it was pretty damn good. I enjoyed it. What did I give it? What did I give it? Did I give it a B? A B minus? It was around there, I believe. But it was definitely intense, definitely action-packed. It was fun. The main protagonist, he was a little too nice, but he was still fun. You knew he was going to be a badass by the end, but yeah, I still enjoyed it. So if you want to check out my review for that, check out right there. Then we've got The Nutcracker, which has done horrible. Well, right now, it's worldwide, it's made $99 million. But this weekend, it made $10 million. And it was on a budget of $120. So If you guys know, like I said, you got to make about 2.5 to 3 times what the movie spent, because then that's not including marketing. And in order for you to make a profit, it's about 2.5 to 3 times what you spent in order for that movie to make profit. And I don't know if it's gonna make profit. It might be, as of right now, it's a big flop, a big bomb. So hey, we'll see how that one turns out. The Nutcracker and the Four Realms is what the name of the movie is. Next, we've got A Star Is Born, starring Bradley Cooper and Little Lady Gaga. Yeah, but it made $8.1 million. It's made a total of worldwide $325 million, bro. $325 million on a budget of 36. So this movie made bank, and it's doing great. So hey, all up onto you. And like, they're already talking about some Oscar nominations for either Bradley Cooper or Lady Gaga. So we'll see how that goes. But next, we're going to go into the next topic, or the nerd news, the nerd rundown. And it is John Wick 3. Common says he's not going to be in John Wick 3. Now, if you guys don't know, John Wick 3, let me just get. So, Common was one of the antagonists that John Wick had to take out, or not take out, but actually had to go against. He was a bodyguard of the first of the lady that he was forced to kill, but he actually didn't kill her. I mean, spoiler alert. But she died, she died, and Common was the bodyguard, and he liked her. He liked being her bodyguard, so therefore he had to think out for John Wick. And then that's when this whole thing, because John Wick was forced, because apparently there's this coin, and you got to do the favor if someone puts down the coin and something like that. I personally, I did like John Wick, did not like it as much as John Wick, the first one. The second one, it was just a little too cartoonish. Everybody was a bad guy. Everybody was there. Sure, there was great fights, but it just seemed like too like, close to the end. I'm like, this ain't real. Everybody can't be a goddamn assassin. And then how he's gonna survive when everybody's literally an assassin? I don't know, but we'll see how that works out. But yeah, Common put it in a statement like this. He says, "I'm not in the third part, but I could say that I really loved being a part of John Wick 2, and it was an amazing experience working with Keanu and Chad. They're just phenomenal. Challenged and really passionate about their stuff. And I can say that 3 is going to be incredible, though I'll tell you that much." So he's saying that I don't know how he's going to know, because if he's not in 3, how do you know? I think he's just saying that as being positive, because like, how you saying, oh, it's going to be amazing when you're not part of it, you're not in it, you're not even cameoing. So unless they're like sneaking you peeks of what's going on the set, which I doubt, you don't know, Common. So I understand you're trying to, be like, oh yeah, they're doing great, oh, it's going to be amazing, but you really don't know. And hopefully it is, because like I said, 1 was great, like it was out of nowhere, and they only did promoting, like, you only saw the first trailer a month before the movie came out, so it was out of nowhere, and it did amazing. Second one, everyone was hyped for it, but to me, it was sort of like he never had to reload his gun. Like, literally, he like, when he was coming out of the cave after the lady's death or whatever, he literally had unlimited ammo. And I'm like, okay, this don't make no damn sense. But, like I said, looking forward to 3 still, and hopefully it'll be great. Next topic we're going to be talking about is Venom. Venom has somehow passed Justice League, like, worldwide. He's passed it. Like, Venom, worldwide box office, has passed Justice League. Justice League made about, like 653 million worldwide. And Venom has now made $673 million worldwide. So they've beat Justice League. Justice League, which has Superman, it has Aquaman, it has Flash, it has Batman, it has Cyborg, all these people. Justice League should have made $1 billion easy, let alone probably like about $2 billion. It was the Avengers as far as DC, and yet I'm not gonna say it flopped. It definitely didn't make what they wanted. So Venom, let's just say this. Let's not just say that Venom doing great means that, DC did awful. It sort of does, but it doesn't, whatever. Because they have passed also Ant-Man and Wasp, which made $622 million worldwide. It's close to getting up to where their Deadpool 2 is at 734, because Venom just opened worldwide market, so it's still gonna probably make a little bit couple extra, probably like maybe another 50, another 50 million in the next couple of weeks or so, maybe a little bit more, it has a chance. It might pass it. It might pass it. So we'll see how it works out. But no one thought this Venom movie without Spider-Man would do this great. But hey, doing good on you. Good on you, Venom. Good on you. And if you want to check out my review for that, check out it right there. And so next, I'm going to talk about the Pikachu trailer. Pikachu trailer with Ryan Reynolds playing a voice. And the dude, I believe he's from the Get Down on Netflix. And it was pretty awesome. Like, the trailer was... Like, I didn't think it was going to be that cool. When I first heard Pikachu Detective movie with Ryan Reynolds, like, when I say Ryan Reynolds, he wasn't even, like, the only one. You had Hugh Jackman. You had, Mark Wahlberg. Like, all these major names are in talks to be Pikachu's voice, which is crazy. Which, I think Hugh Jackman probably would have been a good Pikachu voice. But Ryan Reynolds, I'm still down for it. The trailer looked cute. It had a heart to it. I'm definitely looking forward to seeing it, and hey, I'm surprised. I'm going to see that thing. Next trailer we're going to talk real quick about is Alita Battle Angel. The second trailer was awesome. The first trailer, not so much, but still, the girl's eyes are kind of weird. Like, when you see someone's regular eyes and you see her eyes, so though she's cute, it kind of freaks me out. Those eyes, they're bigger than normal. But other than that, it still looks like really good action. This trailer looks awesome, badass, and I'm looking forward to it. And that movie got moved from the DC release date from like the 8 days of craziness to I believe Valentine's Day, around that time. So hey, now it's got a better chance of making more money, because even though the movie looks kind of awesome, it's still kind of very sci-fi-ish, and don't know if it's going to be for the broad market for over here in America. But hey, fingers crossed to make some good money. And then last of all is the teaser for Toy Story 4, which, like, the best part is the spork that's made by a kid, obviously, and was like, I'm not even a toy! And runs off, and then all in slow motion, all of them fumbling over each other. And if you guys want to see any of these, maybe I'll put in a link down below, all the trailers that I uploaded onto my thing. Or you can just go to my playlist of the trailers. I'll put right there, and you'll see these trailers that just came out. So check that out, and that's pretty much it for today's Nerd News. So that's it. Remember to put those notifications on. Like this video if you like the way I tell this news and give my opinion and the way I just talked about all the stuff that I did today. And remember to subscribe. Check out my last Daily Nerd News, which is like 3 weeks ago. My bad, people. My bad. And check out the playlist of Daily Nerd News. Remember, I'm Wes Grant. You've been watching Suburban Nerd, and you've just been notified. Catch you guys on the next Daily News, whenever that is.